Hey, what to do with the business is.
It is another week in the books with the On Deck TV show. I am Spike Lou.
Man, holla at your boy Animal Brown, Animal underscore Brown if you're looking for me on socials.
Absolutely, man. And I am Spike Lou on them same social sites. Holla at your boy AB. How you feeling out there?
Feeling good, feeling great, man. Dodging raindrops most of the weekend. And looks like we're gonna be doing that this week too. And it's slick that got
Dodging
chilly on the
raindrops.
nigga.
It was slick cooler. It was beautiful yesterday. I went to go play golf. It was fire, nigga.
Yeah, it was nice
But
yesterday.
yeah, it was nice as hell yesterday. But yeah, how was your Mother's Day? Everything went good?
Absolutely, man. Got to holler at Mom Dukes. Didn't get to go in town though, but definitely got to rap with her,
Mm,
man. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Happy belated Mother's Day to yours and all the mothers out there listening,
mhm.
and to those with moms out there listening, man. Salute to everybody.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate all the mothers out there, man. It's gonna be an eventful week. Before I do the rundown, AB, quick question for you. Baca got a weird case. Why is he even around, bro?
Oh my God. Here y'all go. Y'all niggas
The
ghost
Baca
riding.
memes have been hilarious. You can't lie and say they haven't.
Y'all ghost riding the whip to Me Too music.
they had
Sad
the
day in
Chris.
hip hop, guys.
They had the Chris Collinsworth asking about Baca,
All
dude.
right,
It
that's
was. I'm gonna
funny.
send that to you. It was hilarious, and I read it in his voice, like Bill Simmons didn't be doing.
That's funny.
That was hilarious, man. But up to it, man. If y'all know that line, y'all know it's up and it's stuck.
Is it?
Not as an eventful week as it has been, coming off one of those record-breaking hip-hop weeks. This week, Shaq dropped a diss song. 21 Savage and Soldier Boy are going back and forth. Black Thought thinks he scared J. Cole. Ja Rule explains how hip-hop can be scored like sports.
Mm,
But first, AB, a lot of beef, man. Cat Williams really set this year off. God, Jesus.
he did.
First, AB, your man, Jason Taylor, aka The Game, Compton's finest,
Yeah.
releases a Rick Ross diss song. I just want to know, should Ross respond, AB?
Well, no. Number one,
Mm.
Ross should not respond. And he hasn't up until this recording, and he probably never will. I don't think he believes that it warranted a response. And it's not a high profile enough like the Drake beef was to sell enough of them car show tickets. He trying to get them car show tickets sold. So going BBO Drizzy, doing all that's gonna get your car ticket sold. That's the impressions that you're looking for. Going against the game for some odd reason, I'm still not sure why the game jumped at. I don't get it. I'm missing something. It's
Mm.
weird. Nobody likes beef for no reason. That's stupid. It's a waste of
Well,
time.
Drake is his man's. He fuck with
Then
Drake.
why not go at everybody then? Why you just going at Rawls, dude? Why you ain't
Cause
going at
your
Future?
cause your fat ass the one I can get. Like I don't want smoke with everybody, but I'll take care of this nigga right here for you.
Dude, it was a waste of time. Nobody asked for it. With that being said, the song isn't bad. It's a decent one listen, but and he was ripping it, and the beat switch at the end was actually the beat. The second beat is fire.
Shit banging.
Yeah, that shit was cold. He was ripping it, but it just nobody asked for it, so it's not being received well. And that's what happens when you give people things that they didn't ask for. So Ross not gonna respond. We're gonna forget about this in 2 weeks, and game just needs to go ahead and carry on like it never happened.
Should Ross respond? Yeah, man. That's what happens when you out here playing around. Like I said, with this Drake beast, and like it's funny, it's cool, it's nice when you get in the spotlight. But now when a nigga come smack you in the back of your head because you laughing too hard, and my man's over here getting flamed up, you act, oh, I'm too big to respond to that. No, bro. I need that same energy you have for Drake. While you are right, it ain't gonna sell tickets for the car show. It ain't gonna do none of that. But I did hear Game respond to this on Joe's podcast, and he was like, "Bro, what we doing? Like we rapping or what? Like I see all these niggas is active outside. This is what I do. I give a nigga 300 bars in a minute. Like that's what we doing. And I just happen to pick Ross. You the nigga on the other side of this. Is you gonna rap or you gonna respond or what? Now I'm not the biggest Game fan. Everyone knows that, but I do think. I mean, this is valid, bro. Like I do this. I see y'all niggas out here playing. I throw me the ball. Y'all playing 36. I want to play, nigga, and check ball. I want you to come out here and check me. So I get it from because we always talking about competition. We did like this. Now, will this register? Does it seem gimmicky coming from Game? Yes. Will it
100%.
register? No. However, I do respect the energy, man. And I'm gonna look at Ross a little funny if he now you don't want to have nothing to do with it. Because both of these niggas is hilarious.
For
Like
sure.
these is two of the funniest niggas that ever rapped. So I do want to see at least, if not just the IGs going back and forth. Ross should address this. Like you gotta address this, bro. You can't just say he thirsty on IG while you drinking out of a Louis Vuitton cup. Like Ross needs to address this. Now I ain't gonna go back and forth with a nigga like Game, but I will address it and shut that shit down. Like he need one of them white boy type responses that he did with Drake. But I don't know how he would address it. It would just have to be good ass rapping because Game didn't say anything new. Like we know all of this shit that he been saying
Right.
about Ross. He just called him out about it. And again, this takes it back to what like beef used to be before niggas was paying to find dirt on niggas, before you was doing all the he's hiding a child type shit. Like this was just beef, like going back and forth. Nigga, I'm finna rap about the shit I see and that I know. Your moms, your family, none of these people are in it. It's me and you. I'm a better rapper than you are. I respect Game saying that, and I think Ross should respond. I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Better catalog, Rick Ross again. That's a hard one right there,
It's
boy. That might be the
probably
closest to a tie you can get.
it's close, but it's probably Game because
Mm.
he has a universally acknowledged classic album though, which is the documentary. I don't know if Ross has a
Teflon
universal.
Don is universally.
Is it?
Yes,
I don't
absolutely,
know. I
nigga. Are
don't
you
know,
serious?
dude. I don't know.
Teflon and Game ain't got a better album than Teflon Don.
Now that's debatable. That's debatable because
Stop
documentary
it, bro.
documentary is up there. And I don't even think Teflon Don is his best album, but it's got
Mm.
the biggest impact out of his catalog though. I
Teflon
think
Don is easily his best album.
oh
It ain't
no
even
no no no
close.
no. I think God
What?
Forgives I Don't is his
Hey,
best
what is you
album.
on today?
God Forgives I Don't is his best album.
Teflon Don
Yes.
with BMF
It's
and
fire.
like, not stop it,
Yes.
bro.
But that's a good
Aston
question
Martin
though.
music, like, come on. I think that's as closest to a tie as you can get. I don't know. It really slick depending on the day, to be honest with you.
Well, no, I'm gonna tell you the tiebreaker. Ross has bad. He's got the bottom tier. Like if you were to put these in order, the bottom two or three are held by Ross albums. If you
That's
take
true.
that's
That's
the
true. That's true.
problem, and that's just because of the more
But
recent shit. Game
I
more recent
was
shit sliding. That Born to Rap is banging.
born to rap, and it was the last couple of them I've been surprised by. What
That's
was
what
the
I'm saying.
one
That
with you
documentary
standing?
two was banging. That 1992
Yeah,
was
that
crazy.
documentary too.
Jesus Piece.
Yeah,
It's top.
yeah.
He's got
God damn.
the ceiling. The
But he
floor
that
is higher.
middle ain't like what he got in there, like the Doctor's Advocate and
Yeah.
those. Like Ross can beat those. Ross got like much
Eh.
better albums than those. Who got the biggest song? Is
Oh,
This Is How
that's
We
Ross
Do
though.
versus Hustling. But
Yeah,
This Is How
it's
We Do
hustling.
is big though.
That's
Pause.
true. Yeah, that
This is like
it
this is
wasn't
how we
solo
do
though.
it.
It wasn't solo.
Okay, I give you that. And Hate It or Love It.
It wasn't solo.
Mm.
Those are massacre. Those are supposed to be on a massacre, but
Yeah.
game he gave them the game.
I don't know. I think Ross got the better song and the better album. Today I would go with Ross, but again, that could change. That's as close to a tie as you can get.
I think the game's floor is higher because he doesn't have a off the top of my head.
Facts.
I can't think of just a game album that I heard that was just like nigga this shit is ass. I can give
Whatever
you
came
two
after
Ross albums that are ass.
what two?
The Port of Miami 2 and the Richer Than I Ever Been. Whatever the last two, the last couple he been swinging and missing. Them ain't it.
That them
And
ain't even the worst two though.
I think those are the
The
worst two.
worst
Oh
one,
no, you're
nah, the
right.
one with that riding down Elvis Presley
The Hood
Boulevard shit.
Billionaire. That shit
Oh my
ass.
God.
That shit
I
trash,
I
bro.
don't know what that was about right there. Ross was out of his bag right there.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a good question though.
the one out the Doctor's Advocate, probably Game Worst album. I don't even know what that's called.
I
Doctor's
think that was the one
Advocate
with the
2 or
Keisha
some shit.
Cole's song. No, that album ain't that bad though.
The one where he's
LAX?
standing. Yeah.
Nah, that
Yeah,
shit
LAX.
sliding.
Is
No,
that
you
the
gotta
song he got
revisit
with
that.
Wayne on there? Yeah, you're right. I had to listen
You
to
gotta
it
it's
again.
probably
One of
better
them
music.
ain't good. One of them ain't good. If you got the list pulled up right now, I can
I
tell you
do.
one of those is not good. What's after the documentary?
It's documentary, Doctor's Advocate, LAX, the Red album.
The Red
Then
album's
Jesus
not good.
Piece, documentary
The Red
2,
album, yeah.
1992, Born to Rap and Drillmatic. This nigga catalog is stupid, dude.
It's true. It's true. He ain't got a better album than Teflon Don though.
With that being said, y'all let us know in the comments though, who's had a better discography, the game or Rick Ross? That's a good question, even though the answer is the game.
Mm-mm.
Um, Next up, man, the
Mm-hmm.
beef seems to be over it. Well, maybe not with the rest of the rap game, but at least with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Drake posted a picture on his Instagram story. I don't know what was that, 300 or Shogun? I don't know what picture that was, but it was one guy with a samurai sword against 100 people. And it said, well, and he wrote, well, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Summertime vibes on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Top Dog put out a tweet that said, "Hey man, the beef was great. It was a win for the culture. They showed you how it was supposed to be done. No bloodshed, no
Mm-hmm.
crazy shit." So my question to you: is it really over? Number one, and two, if it is, how will this beef be remembered?
If it's not over, it should be. This is it.
Agreed.
I've heard way too many people talk about Drake and Kendrick Lamar's beef than I needed to.
Oh my
And I ain't even
god,
just talking about hip hop fans. I'm talking about when it's leading when Joe Rogan is leading his conversation with it,
it's
it's
over with.
come on, bro. It's jumped the shark.
Yeah, it's
This
over with.
nigga was talking to a CIA dude and they led with that. I was like, oh my God, come on, bro.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, I don't want to hear any more from it other than the Not Like Us video.
Oh,
I think that would be fantastic, just the nail in the coffin. But Drake
trash.
is
Go ahead.
Drake is absolutely right to end this. Is like, we get it, bro. People's money getting fucked up now won't affect his legacy. As we said, it was a great beef. It will be remembered as probably the best rap beef of all time. This is one of the most, to double down on it, like we said last week. This is one of the most entertaining weekends weekends that stuff happened in hip hop and beefs. Period. One of the most entertaining. We got some great songs from it. Niggas got took to the niggas went to the basement as far as going low. Okay, we here for it. I guess is what rap beef is now. And another thing to be remembered as, I remember when niggas used to beef because this won't happen no more. Like between two big dogs like this that everyone cares
Mm,
about, this will never happen again. Just because there'll never be another Kendrick Lamar and a Drake. Like I think that era of rap is over where you have those level superstars,
mm.
more or less two of them. So you won't have that happen again. But all in all, man, I was satisfied by it as a hip hop fan. What say you?
Now that's a good point because we've been asking who's the next big three for a couple of years now. We thought we had maybe one or two in there, and
I don't even remember who them niggas is now.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The next generation of big three does not exist. I don't know if they'll. I don't even know they were born yet.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, at this point, so that's a very good point. We might not ever get two people of this stature in a beef. That's crazy. It might be one and done with.
That's
I
it.
mean, Jay and Nas, but I'm saying how long ago? It was like
I'm
20
saying
years
that
ago. We'll
was
get once
20
every
years
20
ago. Yeah, once
years.
every 20 years. We'll be 60 the next time.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So that's a good point. I do think it's over. Number one. Number two, I think how it will be remembered. That's interesting, man. I think I joke and laugh about who won and who didn't and all of this stuff. But I really do think, and just like Top Dog said, and no matter how corny this sounds, I do think the rap game itself won. It did get a little muddy at times with other people jumping in that we didn't ask for, trying to ride the wave. We didn't want that. We're good. But this was a moment in time. We've been asking for moments in hip hop for the last couple of years. This is one of the biggest moments we've had in recent memory, outside of someone passing away. So that was super dope to see. This is without question the best rap beef of all time. It's not even close. Like we've never gotten this high quality of records from this level and stature of artists consecutively like this in a short span. Like it was niggas phone. Man, my phone is blown to smithereens with niggas hitting me because somebody just dropped and then somebody else dropped again, and then it's like, oh shit, like nigga, that was a moment. The memes, all of that shit. Now the dissertations online and stuff, I could probably do without. My algorithm was shot on Twitter last week or last 2 weeks, just with conspiracy theories and bro, just people just talking out the side of their neck. So that shit was kind of blowing it. But it would definitely go down in history. This is the best beef of all time. So in my opinion, when you do that, there is no loser because no one put out just ass. Like it didn't end with somebody putting out some ass and then going like, man, I ain't responding to that shit. Like it ended with both of them with equal amounts of songs. And so I thought that was dope. I thought that was super dope. And Drake won anyway, so it was cool.
Y'all gonna say you would feel that way because you're a Drake fan. Kendrick
You would.
definitely won, but
Yeah.
it was satisfying beef nonetheless.
Drake was fighting more than just Kendrick. That's the reason why Drake won, because he still standing.
That's his problem, bro. Kendrick
No,
ain't got shit to do.
Yes,
I
he
ain't got
does. He
nothing
was
to
one
do
of the
with that, bro.
six.
Hey, who cares?
This nigga
You
took on
should
the
have thought
Sinister
about that.
Six,
Hey,
dude.
man, the Sinister Six. Is that what y'all
Like,
calling them in the Drake group chats?
yes.
Is that
And he
what's
took,
happening?
and just like Spider-Man, he beat them all handily.
Get the fuck out of
Let's
here,
go.
man. Another one of these guys that you like, Ludacris.
Let's go.
Oh my God, this is. I don't even know if I want to read this aloud.
Go, Lou.
Ludacris was asked in an interview, why was someone interviewing Ludacris? I have no idea. But they asked him, they asked Ludacris if he was given 2 hours to prepare a verse, and it was Jay-Z that he was writing with. Who would have the better verse, Jay-Z or Ludacris? Ludacris said him. Thoughts, AB?
This was Cam Newton's Funky Friday podcast.
Well,
These
he
podcast
must owe
names.
he must owe Cam a favor or something.
Y'all know what that was
Cam,
about. Funky Friday though? Man, come on, bro. First Club Shay Shay, now Funky
that ain't the
Friday.
name of the podcast though.
Yeah, it
I
is.
don't think. Really? I thought
Yeah.
we got two. He
I
got a
remember that when he
YouTube
was in the
something
cigar
he do on
shop.
YouTube. Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
yeah. I think well the YouTube thing must be different.
Okay, yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Luda said that in terms of flow, he said, quote, in terms of flow, I'm gonna kill that shit. When you put me in a category and I'm going against Hove, every fucking word, every line, every style, every metaphor, I got to go. He believes that he would have a better verse than Jay. And I feel like he's supposed to believe that. He's someone who actually is talented and lyrical and has skills. And like he said, has different flows and different, he can be animated, he could be laid back. He's supposed to believe that. Obviously, that was a lie, and he is delusional with all due respect, because I actually fuck with Ludacris heavy, especially in 2024. That's not happening. In his prime, whenever prime Luda was 03, 04, it
It
wouldn't happen
wasn't.
then. Because
It
that's when
was the
Jay was on
prime.
Black Album in Black Album mode, nigga. He would have washed you in, dude. So it's not even, but it wouldn't be a complete washing, but it wouldn't be as good as Ludacris thinks it would though. Cause he gonna hop
Mm,
into some loop and we're gonna be like, bruh,
Jesus
he'll
Christ.
say some hard shit and then he'll go off the deep end with the voices and stuff. And Jay just gonna do Jay and it's gonna be a clean sweep. And he won't even need them 2 hours. Jay gonna need like 7 minutes.
That's like 2 hours is the hour and 50 minutes too long for what Jay gonna need to watch Ludacris. I promise you. He gonna order Uber Eats and my food gonna be gone and everything. Um, I really wish Ludacris had answered honestly here and said, "Man, are you serious? Jay-Z would never do a song with me. Have you heard the bullshit that I rap about, nigga? Could you imagine Hove on any of that shit? Give me one
They got
song
songs
of
together.
mine. What?
Jay-Z is on Ludacris and he on Release Therapy.
I do not believe that.
Jay and Nas.
I've never listened to a Ludacris album, so I wouldn't know.
That's
But
cap. I mean, excuse me.
I didn't know.
They're on Theater of the Mind. My bad. But yeah,
That's the one
Jay
where he
and
got
Nas
the
on the
T.I.
song.
diss on there. Yeah, Jay-Z he didn't know that was for Ludacris album. Somebody
Oh my
tricked him.
God.
I so to my
That's
point,
crazy.
nigga, he should have asked Cam, like, clearly you don't listen to my music because Jay-Z would never do a fucking song with me about none of the bullshit. What, he gonna get on Stomp? Like, what are we talking about, dude? Yeah, you're right. He's supposed to believe that. Saying that so confidently bothered me just because I know how slaw Ludacris is. And I'm such a Jay-Z fan. And the nigga had the big goofy ass oversized hat on.
Yeah, that
He
looks
had the
silly.
like the cartoon shoes. Like this nigga is sitting here telling me my goat that you can out rap him. Man, get out of here, bro. Like, sit down somewhere. Should he believe it? Yes, it would never happen, as you said. I can't even believe till you just brought to my attention that Ludacris has a song with Jay-Z.
That's hating.
Uh,
That's hating
Two
to the
Chains.
max.
Dude, bro, Two Chains should feel so disrespected. You got a
Ludacris
song
is
with
a better rapper than
Ludacris?
2 Chainz, dude.
That's not true at all. Like, that ain't even
What?
close to being true. That ain't even close to being true. I don't even know where you would even pull that out of your ass from. Two Chains is not a better rapper than Ludacris.
Man,
Are we
fuck
talking about the
no.
same Ludacris with Stomp with the big shoe? You talking about
Yes.
a dude that play in the Fast and the Furious?
Yes. Him.
Stop it, AB. He not a better rapper than Two Chains.
2 Chainz said, I'm so fly, I jump out the air wearing Gucci. Like, come on. No. Get the
Yes.
fuck out of here, too.
Yes, nigga with the Gucci parachute, nigga. G's in the sky. See you, Two
No, my
Chains.
nigga.
You
So
can't
hey, I
believe
will say
that
this though,
music.
real quick though. On Two Chains, he put up a snippet of him in the studio with Static Selector, and that song, and he had like the little choir singing inside the studio. Man, that shit sounded amazing, and I need
It's
that
on his Instagram.
immediately. First off, I meant to send that to
Yeah,
you. I think I forgot
I
though.
need that. Yeah, I missed that.
That shit sounded amazing, dog. I was like, oh shit,
Is it over
that's
for
what
Two
we
Chainz?
need. Hmm?
Is it over for him? That Two Chainz run over with, right?
I mean, like in terms of doing numbers and shit, yeah, but he can make quality music still.
Hmm. Well,
Which
he
at the
need
end
to
of the
make
day, I
that
guess is
nigga
all that
been.
matters.
It been a while. It would have been 4, 3 years.
He dropped in the quarantine because
I
he
ain't
had a
peeped
song
him yet.
called Quarantine Booty or some shit.
Oh yeah, him and Wayne came out together too.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah,
I
now that
peeped
shit was
that. Yeah,
fire though. The Collard
it
Grove 2
was.
was
Collard
banging.
Grove too. It was good. Yeah, that makes sense.
Next up, man, Ari Lennox, man, went crazy on social media over your boy, over the way she was treated on Rod Wave's tour. Of course, I think we may have covered this when it happened, but she talked about having a terrible time opening up for Rod Wave and talked about how disrespectful the fans were. And she took to social media. This was prompted by Flo Milli getting something thrown at her because she's opening up for Gunna right now. And she was kind of like, yo, I get it. This is how it goes. Like, I had a terrible time, and Rod Wave didn't stand up for me, and blah, 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 blah. Fair or foul, Ari Lennox calling out Rod Wave for not defending her with his crowd treating her like shit.
I'm somewhere in the middle on this. There's a side of me that's grown and wants people to do well in life, and that's been to therapy and stuff that would say like Rod Wave should be a nice guy.
Yeah,
And he should go out there and he should take time out and say, hey man, the beautiful Ari Lennox is coming open for me. Make sure y'all show us some respect. Cause it don't seem like it's that hard. That is that hard to do.
facts.
It wouldn't seem like it. However, I know it probably don't work that way either. Ain't no telling what time that nigga get into the arena. She probably in the middle of her set by that time. Um, and I don't even know from a business standpoint, is this something where he requested? Like, did he say, I want Ari Lennox as my opener, or was this something that was just put together by a tour manager? Like, I'm not sure how that would work. I would need to know before I blame Rod Wave too much. I would need to know his relationship with her. Like, was he a fan and invited her on tour, or was this just something his label threw together? Because that's going to dictate his response. As a man, I think a successful man is having a tour and knows how hard it is. I'm sure Rod Wave went through a struggle too. Yeah, you would think like you could go out there at least once or post something on your social media, say, man, Ari's telling me she having a hard time. Make sure y'all treat her right at the next tour stop. Like there are things that you could have done that wouldn't have been that difficult, but I'm not sure how much he cares. And I'm not a Rod Wave. I'm not a fan of his. I don't really listen to his music, so I don't know what kind of guy he is, other than making those sad songs. So I'm not really sure if Rod Wave is the type of person to do that. But I do think an older, more mature rapper or someone in the business would have been able to take time out and do that. I just don't think that he's there yet. Maybe later on in his career, he looks at it and say, hey, I should have done something. But I don't hold it against him, though. I don't think that he's a bad guy because some people that came to see my show wanted to see me versus Ari Lennox. We did cover this in the sense of thinking it was an odd match anyway. Like, why is she opening up for Rod Wave?
Yeah, I agree.
I can't really blame him.
And to be clear, she didn't really have that much animosity toward him specifically. It
Mhm.
was really more toward the fans, but she was kind of openly like, man, it would have been nice for somebody to say something
Yeah.
other than me. With that being said, and you touched on it, now this is gonna be my point. Rod Wave was born August 27th, 1999.
Yeah. See,
He
you
is
don't know.
20. I remember 1999 vividly.
Yeah.
He is
Facts.
24 years old. So I don't have any smoke for him specifically. Who I am looking at sideways though is any OG, anybody older than him on the squad. If you're hearing this, you have to advise him to say something. You have to. I don't expect him to catch that or to think that he needs to do that. It would be nice. I would have given him some brownie points had he took the initiative and done it. But somebody old on the team, management, tour management, somebody on the team, assistant, somebody there, preferably someone older to give that gives him game on the regular, should have caught that though. That's my only thing. I won't knock him, but I'll knock somebody on the squad. In terms of Flo Milli, who's around the same, I think she's 24 as well, and somebody threw a shoe at her, which was like, why would you? We've said this before because we've had to cover people throwing shit on stage. Dude, if you get dressed, go to a venue, stand in line, nigga, go through the metal detectors, find your spot, sit there, order drinks and popcorn, and then just to throw something on stage, like you deserve to get your ass whooped on World Star by the security in front of air. Like you deserve that. Like I
And
don't.
you started at the wrong place. You bought a fit. You bought those shoes to wear to that concert and you took it off to throw at somebody? What are we talking about?
Did you walk out with one shoe? Like what do you
How did
got?
that even work?
I don't
What,
get
what
that.
you know what my shoes look like? I ain't throwing this shit at no nigga on
That,
stage.
bruh. So
Oh,
that makes no. That's corny in itself. But Gunna did tweet out. He put a tweet out that said, "Hey, there will be no Flo Milli disrespect tolerated." So and we haven't heard of an incident since. Now I know I'm not saying like Gunna's like the big bad, but you have to set a tone. You have to say something and let people know like that ain't it. Because then if security folds you up in the crowd in front of everybody on camera and you got to go to school the next day, nigga, that's on you at that
facts,
point. So
facts. And
Flo
you
Milli was
deserve it.
pissed. She walked off and dropped the mic and left and walked off stage, which I don't blame her because who the fuck is going to stand up there and people throwing shit? Like, that's corny.
Facts. Yeah, that is whack.
Don't do that, man.
Uh,
I know we got an older demographic. I hope ain't none of y'all doing no corny shit like that. That'd be
nah.
super weird. Like, what if you went to a show with a couple of niggas and like somebody threw, you'd be like, what the fuck? Somebody threw a shoe, nigga, and everybody turn around, nigga, they looking at you and everything.
I ain't with that nigga. That's definitely I would definitely not be with them for the rest of the night at all. Like, I don't even know you, bro. Like you gotta vet people before you go out. You do gotta vet people before you go out, bro. I couldn't
Facts.
even imagine being out somewhere with somebody and the nigga took his shoe off and threw it. Like that would blow my fucking mind, bro. Like it would be like I saw Bigfoot or something. Like that would be like that would be the equivalent. If somebody that I was with, like, man, this nigga suck. Let me take my shoe off and throw it, bro.
Man,
It would be like seeing the Loch Ness monster, dude.
some dude was at a club, was at a show and smacked the guy ass that was rapping in like Houston or something. Man, they dog walked her. She told him the dude next to it.
You remember, you remember when we was filming for Young LA and then
Mm.
he was performing and the nigga was front row mugging him.
Oh yeah,
You remember?
tough. Hey, we did a long story short. We did a documentary for Young LA, and it was a dude. We was in
Oh,
some city, bro. I don't even remember what the city was. Somewhere down here in Georgia. And nigga, it was
that
a
was
dude in the
funny.
crowd as Young LA was performing, and he stood there and mugged, ice grilled Young LA the entire time. He
Nigga
didn't
didn't
blink or
move.
nothing.
The nigga had his arms crossed, didn't move, just straight mug in front row.
That
Like
shit
the
was
the,
funny as
the
fuck.
closest nigga to the stage. Young LA was like, man, what buddy on? Oh,
That shit
that
like a
was
scene from
funny.
Atlanta, bro.
Tough. That's exactly what it was like. They might have got that from him.
Oh shit.
God damn, that was funny. All right, man. What we got next?
It's
Your
on you.
man, all your mans is on here tonight. Damn. Ja Rule. Somebody get Ja Rule on the phone.
Let's
Ja
go,
Rule is
Ja.
saying Ja Rule made a template or broke down or explained how hip hop can be scored like sports.
Let's hear it.
What Ja Rule says, AB, is that a championship equals number one albums,
Okay.
MVPs equal number one singles, All Star games equal award nominations, and All Star MVP is the winner of the award. AB, how do you feel about Ja Rule's breakdown?
I don't hate it, but the thing is, it's skewed toward to favor him because it's numbers based and sales based, which he did. You know, he did numbers and he had crazy sales back in the day when people actually had to go out to Best Buy in Circuit City to buy physical product. We don't do that anymore. Everything's streamed, which I still don't quite understand how that shit is calculated, but whatever. So that's why I get why he would say this. To me, a championship is more of a classic album than a number one album because I just don't care about sales like that. And there's a lot of classic shit that we just talked about Teflon Don and documentary. Did those go number one? I don't know, maybe, but nobody cares though because them shits is classic. So that's really what matters. That's the highest, in my opinion. That's the highest thing you can do in sports is a ring or a trophy. The highest thing you can get in hip hop is a classic album. Nobody cares about if it went platinum in the first week. That's cute, whatever the case. But nigga, classic though. Do you have one of those? So when we talking discography, so I think that's where he fucked up. A championship should be that. The awards and all. Don't nobody care about this. Bro, you all-star MVP if you won a Grammy, bro. I don't give nobody, bro. Macklemore got a Grammy over Kendrick. Like they don't fuck that up so many times. Nobody, it shit don't really care, man. It's surprising when they get it right. And that's kind of where we're at now. So we don't even really count that. With all due respect to the most recent winners and people who have won, like shout out to Killer Mike, they got that right, thankfully. But like, are we really counting that? Is that's his All-Star MVP? Like, no, bro, relax.
Mm. Yeah, this had the same take as you. This is heavily skewed towards revisionist history. If somebody were to rate it like this, then you go and look at Ja Rule, like, oh well, Ja Rule was a lot better than I thought he was. He got
Facts.
such and
And
such championships and MVP. Nigga, you don't shut your ass up.
he was though. You be hating on Ja Rule. He got a nice discography.
Ja Rule or Ludacris, who's worse? Damn, that's a tough one right
They
there.
got Ja Rule fucked up.
That's a really tough one for me.
Uh,
Just take my ears off, please, if I have to listen to Ja Rule or Ludacris. I just watch TV the rest of my life, bro. But this is heavily skewed towards Ja Rule, and it's obvious too. This nigga's trying to do revisionist history. This nigga is trying to make himself look better, and it's like it's not even slick. One of the biggest things that I see here that like there's no competition factor, and hip hop is heavily about competition. Like it's heavily about who has better bars. No, bars ain't the only thing. Just like other things, as you said, I really like the classic album example that you gave. That's the holy grail in hip hop as far as having an album that people consider a classic. So I would say that is a championship. But when we're talking about like, there's a lot of things that you would consider about like who has the better bars. I don't think that niggas would say that Ja Rule could bar nobody up. Nigga, you lose categories for that if you getting all these perks for #1 albums and #1 singles. So my biggest problem with this is heavily skewed by Ja Rule, but this is something that I would expect from him, expect him to do, try to make his name look better. Look like it's something him and Irv probably was on the phone talking about till like 3 a.m. and then thinking that
couldn't
they
wait
was
to tweet
killing
that
it.
shit, nigga.
Yeah, he thought they killed this, nigga. We bodied that. You can take your old ass on, nigga.
Ja Rule and Irv were definitely on the phone till 3 a.m. with this.
That was,
It's not even
let me
nigga,
grab,
phone dead.
grab a pen real quick, nigga. Let me charge my phone up. These niggas was talking for hours about this, and that's crazy. Nothing burger, nigga. Leah,
I,
this ain't nothing.
this is Ja Rule's scream for respect. And I feel like he deserves it because I was a fan when he was out. And he did do numbers. He was popular. He did have hit songs, and he did do numbers. Like you can't take that away from him. But this is a reach in terms of like this being official. Like relax. I get it. Put some more respect on my name is what he is essentially saying. But this ain't the way to go about it. But people do need to put more respect on his name though. So he's halfway right.
So here is a place that I can clarify. I don't like Ludacris because I don't listen. I just don't like the type of music that he makes.
Yeah,
However, I do respect him as a rap. He can rap.
for sure.
I want to be very clear with that so I can get to my next point of hating.
Okay.
Ja Rule can't even rap.
Well,
Like
what time out?
he lucked up on a couple of #1 songs with some fire ass hooks. Like, bro, what's the Ja Rule quotable? Give me one.
Where would I be without my baby?
Exactly. Or holla holla. Those are the quotables, nigga. Get out of here, man.
Now he ripped
Dude
that. He
ain't
ripped that.
never.
He ripped that song about 50 though.
I
He ripped that on that one on Blood in My
I'm
Eye.
mad that I know it's on Blood in My Eye, and
Tough.
that's only because you bought it and you tried to sell it to niggas.
He ripped
And
that.
you were on that album.
You
I've
can't
never
keep up.
personally heard Ja Rule rip it, and I want
I
people to be
have.
very clear on how little I think of him as a rapper because I did give props to Ludacris. Ludacris can rap; he can rap his ass off. But Ja Rule, on the other hand, this nigga, I don't even really understand how y'all consider him like as high as y'all do. So the
I
respect that he's looking for, I could see why a nigga wouldn't give it to him because he don't like. I feel like he a New York rapper to me. He's just a regular New York rapper to me. Like they lucked up on the cut. This nigga is like Uncle Murder or
oh my god, fuck,
Mano.
come on, man.
This nigga is like Mano or Uncle
Oh
Murder or people
no.
like that. He just lucked up on
No.
some hits, bro. He just happened to meet Irv. He ain't
No.
no better than them niggas, bro. Them niggas might be better rappers than him. Like
I
Jim
mean,
Jones is a better rapper than Ja Rule. See? And that shouldn't even be like
Ja Rule a better artist though.
that's fine. And
That's all.
that's
That's
my point.
all.
Ja Rule was a good artist.
Yeah.
He was a terrible rapper. Terrible.
Terrible rapper.
Yeah.
You
I
lucky
don't
I
know
can't
one
think of no
Ja Rule
bar right now
bar,
off the
bro.
top of my
No
goddamn.
one can. He probably couldn't even give you a bar right now.
If I heard the
Don't
beat,
be
if I
googling.
heard the
Don't
beat
be
on the
looking at
crown, I could
Genius
do
and
it.
shit, nigga. I see you trying to move the keyboard, looking
Yeah,
at
I am.
Genius, getting lyrics and shit. I see you.
He ripping
That's
that
why we got to
crown.
get back in the studio so you can't cheat. They ain't ripping shit, bro.
He ripping
That
that
nigga ain't
crown.
never ripped it in his life.
Y'all
I
go
was
run
a
that
dead
crown
end and
back,
they was
dude.
them niggas was reviewing. Shout out to Mike and Ken. They was reviewing now it was FIFO and Ken. They was reviewing Venom Vedi Vici.
Fire.
I couldn't even hold it in as I was sitting there waiting to record. Like y'all niggas are acting like this album is actually good.
And I'm
This is
banging.
garbage. No, bro. That nigga is garbage.
Nah, you
Ludacris
sleeping.
is, I mean, excuse me, Ja Rule is garbage.
That album was banging, bro. It's one of the
I
most
do
slept
not
on
believe.
debuts, dude.
Stop it, bro.
I
This nigga was a
promise you.
Pac. This nigga was a Pac DMX knockoff his whole career, bro.
He was heavily
Nigga,
influenced by Pac and
nigga was
DMX. That is a
nigga
fact.
was diet. Nigga was diet Tupac. How the fuck you gonna be diet Tupac, nigga? Get out of here.
He definitely wanted to be Pac. Next up, man, Black Thought. Shout out to the
Mm.
Roots. Said something very interesting about J. Cole. Apparently, they were supposed to work on a joint project. Cole had reached out to him like, "Yo, let's do something." And Black Thought was like, "Yeah, cool, let's make it happen." Black Thought said Cole sent some beats, and he was like, "Man, it sounded a little too. It sounded a little too rootsy, a little too root centric." And he was trying to separate himself for that. So he hit him back like, "Bro, these ain't hard enough. I need something a little more aggressive." And then he never heard anything back. He thinks he scared him off, man. He think it was fair or foul, man. Black Thought, like, bro, what are these beats, bro?
That nigga played the shit out of J. Cole.
Facts.
J. Cole sent him that mid pack, man, to them beats that he be doing on Fruity Loops and shit and thought that Black Thought was gonna rap on them. Like, come on, bro. He should have apologized to him. He should have followed up with an apology. Said, "Man, I'll try to find some better beats," and kept that thing going because that would have been fire. I would have loved to hear him and J. Cole rapping every day. Now I realize more and more why J. Cole apologized. Like just with stuff like this that comes out, there's a realization to the type of person that he is, and I am not knocking it.
Right,
Like
right.
to find peace that he has, like I get it way more than I did when he did it. I'm not taking back my criticism for it, but I understand it, especially like with Black Thought saying this. He thinking he reaching out to a nigga that can rap his ass off on some roots type shit. So I want to jump in that vibe with him, and I get J. Cole saying it, and Black Thought being like, "Nah, nigga, that's my job, nigga. Yeah, you want to have fun? I want to do some fun shit now, nigga. That's when
Yeah.
I'm at work when I'm with the roots, nigga. You want me to come rap on an album with you, nigga? Let's turn up." And I could see J. Cole being off put by that, especially if that was the way that he responds, like these ain't hard enough. Pause. So yeah, I love this story. I would love to hear what J. Cole has to say about it. And I love that Black Thought kept it 100. Like, and he wasn't shitting on him or nothing
Right
either. He was
now.
just like, bro, like this, like nigga, we gonna do something. Let's do it. And I like that he was open enough to tell the story. This is one of those cool little fun facts for me. What say you?
Yeah, it's two things. One, this is very similar to like if we talk hip hop all day, nigga, when I get invited to do some sports shit, I'm elated. Cause nigga, I talk rap 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I finally get to talk about something else that I'm interested in. Like that's what my man from the Roots was trying to do. He was like, bro, I do that all the time. This is my off day. Can we talk about sports? Let's talk about movies, dude. I've watched a million movies this year. Can we talk about that? Like we in the same Roots bag, dude. Like fuck. Like I thought I was gonna be able to have this opportunity to do something different. Because if I wanted to do Roots, nigga, I go call these niggas and go to do a session. But this is a dope story, and this is fascinating to me because I'm always interested to see how do things go when shit gets turned down. Like if you're a producer, if you're Metro, how did it go when you sent the beat to Future? He was like, "Nah, this ain't it." Like, how did that go? And did you end up using that beat? Did it turn out to be something else? Like, what do you do? Do you take that personally? Like, clearly J. Cole took this a certain way. Like, well, I can't speak for him, but the fact that he got ghosted and never came back lets me know he felt the way. But like, and this was in 2018 for if anybody looking for like a timestamp. But I like the fact that he kept it a buck, and I'm always wondering like, how do you take that? Like, what if somebody gives you a 16 and you like, bro, that ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, has anybody ever done that? I feel like you rarely hear about that because everybody's just so cold. Everybody one take Jake. Every nigga, nobody ever told me to change shit. Like, you hear a story every blue moon. I think Kanye told Ross to change
Ross, yeah.
that devil in
Devil
a
in a
blue
blue
dress
dress.
or red dress or whatever.
Yeah.
He told him to change that, and that resulted in Ross's greatest verse of all time.
Mm.
So that's a cool story, but it always ends up being a cool story when we hear shit like that. So more of this for sure. Somebody got to tell me, take them L's, man. Somebody come out and be like, yeah, nigga told me to change that shit.
Somebody was just telling the story over the weekend. Of course, it was about Jay. Damn, who was that?
What he had to change something, or they
No, no, no. He was like
the nigga tell Jay Z to change something. That's
Scarface.
crazy.
It was Scarface. It was
Okay.
Scarface. Scarface was on something, and he was like, they was gonna do a song or something together. He was like, bro, I never seen no shit like this in my life. He This nigga walked in and freestyled 3 verses. Like, but they were song quality though. He like I seen the nigga like just like write the shit in his head. I don't know how you see that, but he was like, I see him mouthing the words or whatever it may
Yeah.
be, and then write the shit in his head. And it was like, all right, bro, you just put yours on there. He's like, man, nigga, you got me fucked up. I ain't finna do none of that shit, nigga. Just seeing you come in here and do that is a really good story that Scarface was telling. But he was just telling about how amazed he was at Jay's process and shit like that. Like, cause
Those,
that niggas can call that shit cap when Jay like that lyrical exercise when he telling how he write it and he remembers shit in his head. And there are numerous stories of him going in there. I remember Cam said that about that
yep.
New
Welcome to New
York
York
City. He
City.
said that nigga just walked in and like bodied that like that. 10
Yeah.
minutes, he said it took. So yeah, those are the only stories right that you usually get. I love to hear more of them. I agree with that. Like I would want somebody to tell a Wayne story. I want to know that
They
process.
say Wayne crazy like that too, though. Like he be it'd be more like he be in the studio all night and he'll do like 20 songs in a night. Like it'd be something crazy. Like his work ethic is ridiculous. They say he don't leave the studio, but I will say every time a Jay story is told like that, it's good. Every
Mm-hmm.
single time, dude.
Facts.
It never ceases to amaze me. I can never get enough of them stories like that because every time people tell it, it's like the most amazing shit they've ever. They still can't believe it, and I've heard that at least 6 times.
You used to run a studio. Can you think of a time that that's ever happened to you? Because I remember one time. You probably don't forgot.
I don't. What you mean?
You don't remember Thee came in there and did that?
Oh yeah, I do.
Really early. I thought that nigga was gonna be
I did. Shout out to my guy
oh
D.
nigga.
Yeah, that should be wild in person, bro.
It'd be crazy, nigga. He walked in, listened to the beat for a minute, and then went straight through the verse. Like didn't write nothing down. I was like, God damn, it's
Yeah,
like that.
and was ripping that shit though.
And was ripping it. Yeah, and was
Yeah,
ripping it. Shout out to Thee, man.
Ja Rule don't
Gotta go
write
check
either.
that
Shout
album
out
out.
to him.
He needs to. He should probably start. If this is the bullshit that he come up with, then he should probably start right.
I real quick
Who we
too.
got?
With all due respect to Cole and Black Thought, Scarface and Jay is the collab project that we really needed though.
Oh my God.
That would work, bro.
Boy, today. Like
That 12 of
today.
them, give me that,
Nigga, I couldn't imagine how great that'll sound, bro.
man.
God, that would be fire. Them niggas ain't ever missed, have they?
Hell no. Like
Niggas
on
ain't
collabs?
never missed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck
I'm
no.
trying to think of one they missed. I don't think they ever
Nah.
missed.
All them songs hard.
That little that somehow, some way
Come on
this
now.
can't be life stretch and then throw what is it? Was it my block? What was it?
Nah.
What was
Uh,
the one on the fix?
guess who's back?
Talk to me, man. Oh, yeah, guess who's with Zach? Still
Yeah,
smell the crack on my clothes.
bro.
Those
Hey
little
man,
three back to back like that was fire, nigga.
they need a whole album, bro.
Facts. Who gonna do the beats? Kanye.
Ooh, I don't
Get
know.
Kanye back in his bag. Or Just Blaze.
Nah, it's too. Kanye do one or two.
Yeah, Just Blaze and just do them.
Just I don't know what Just Blaze sound like in 2024. I don't
That's
know.
fair. That's fair.
I don't know where
That's
he
fair.
been at. But man, that ain't nothing to get 12 though. You can get two
Facts.
Kanyes, one
Get you some
Swiss.
get you some for real in there.
God, get a Pharrell.
Yeah.
Get two Just Blaze. His best two that he got in the hard drive, and then nigga, you can fill out the rest, dude. That should be crazy.
Yeah. Facts.
Next up, man, another collab album we need. 21 Savage and Soldier Boy. They've been going back and forth online. It's been getting very personal. Soldier Boy has been going back and forth with Metro Boomin as well. He's reacting to a tweet from Metro Boomin that was hella old. It was like 2015,
2012.
2012.
2012.
It was super old,
11.
but Soldier Boy was trolling Metro about his mom because it was Mother's Day. Now, of course, Metro Boomin's mother passed away not that long ago, maybe a year or two. Her boyfriend killed her and then killed himself. And so Soldier Boy was trolling that, and 21 Savage kind of stepped in and was like, "Hey, bro, you do not want to do that." Did Soldier Boy cross the line, or is this DeAndre Way being DeAndre Way? Shout out to me knowing the government.
Yeah, shout out to you for that. He crossed the line with Metro Boomin. You don't play with people about their moms, dude. Like I could imagine my reaction if a nigga that said some shit like to me and my mom did pass.
Yeah,
Like I would smack the shit out of Soldier Boy like on sight. I can take me to jail. You can have security with him, whatever. Like I don't even care how I got to do it. Like, oh, what's up, man? Like I'm gonna give him five and just smack the shit out of him. Like, however, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you for saying something about my mom. That's the one. On the two, 21 Savage jumped in this man, so you gotta expect, like, you know who this dude is. Like, you can't don't try to sell to us that he's a crackhead or he's on coke, bro. We don't care.
mm.
All we see is this nigga jumping around on the internet now talking crazy about you, who everyone perceives to be a gangster, which now puts you into position where people are expecting something to happen. And I don't think that 21 Savage should put himself in that position. If you're going to defend him, call that nigga. Like you don't. I would never respond to a nigga like Soldier Boy on the internet because he lives for this shit.
Yeah, for
This is the
sure.
only reason that I'm popular right now. Like y'all other niggas have the benefit of being able to go to make music.
Good
Everybody that
music.
good music that people listen to actually that they still buy. So 21 Savage can do that. So there's no way even I would have wrote it down. I would have made a mental note, whatever it may be that I needed to do to take up for my boy Metro. I would have did that silently, and y'all might have heard about the scuffle of me smacking the shit out of Soldier Boy, but I never would have did this online because now you're putting him in a position to be funny, to say all of this bullshit that he said about 21 Savage being from Britain, this, that, and the third. It's easier for us because we from the generation where everything wasn't online. So it's easy for us to say, man, I would ignore that shit. And then when I see him, it's up. But I get why 21 Savage feel like he can't and had to say something. However, I don't think that was a good decision because now, like the famous J line, you see niggas arguing from what do you say about seeing fools arguing? You can't tell who is who.
Mm,
So
yeah.
whatever Jay said, that famous J line when he said you see two men arguing from a distance, you can't tell who the fool and who ain't. So yeah, this was done for 21 Savage to even enter into this. I would have just made a mental note. And when I see this nigga, I'm gonna smack the dog shit out of him.
Yeah, I agree. 21 Savage and Metro are cool. That's his man's. They've got
Yep.
several projects together. I think they might actually be working on another one. Um, Soldier Boy crossed the line. We know he's a troll. We know he don't mean 85% of the shit that he's saying. He gets loud. Soldier Boy has made a lot of money over the years in hip hop and tech. And he is on his phone angrily talking very tough in the middle of a mansion in the hills in California. Like we have to put this in context. When is the last time you have seen Soldier Boy outside? Like it has been a very long time. He reminds me of the streamer niggas that talk crazy from the basement of whoever house they in, dude. Like niggas talk real tough to a screen. They will never cross paths. There will be nowhere imaginable where 21 Savage is booked in the same place that Soldier Boy is. Like there's a 0% chance. Soldier Boy is not gonna be at Coachella. He's not gonna be at Rolling Loud. Nigga, he's gonna be at a sports bar somewhere performing. And 21 is in Germany right now on his world tour, dude. So I agree. The energy, I understand he's taking off for his man, but it's wasted energy, bro, because Soldier Boy has time and you don't. And he's just gonna keep egging it on, and then he's gonna start getting disrespectful about you, and then you're gonna be mad. You're gonna have an ulcer because you really can't do nothing about it. You're 3,000 miles away. And if you do something about it, now you're stupid. What is that? Shoot you? I'm brainless.
I was just gonna say, I wouldn't even want him to do nothing about it. And if I
That's
was him and my man's is out here still getting it in, I don't even want y'all to like it's Soldier Boy, bro. Like I don't
bro.
need y'all to beat the nigga up. I don't want y'all to shoot the nigga. Like just
It's too much at
you want
stake,
to,
bro.
yeah, like nigga, he trying to trick niggas out of their spot. Like I
Bingo.
don't like that's yeah, he crazy.
Just you can't
And
fall for.
21
I know it's
Savage got
hard,
to
but you
know that.
can't fall
21
for it.
Savage is old enough to know that. He's old enough to know that.
I agree. And the
But
people around him are too.
with that being said, all the seriousness out of the way, that shit was funny. The Soldier Boy was saying
Soldier Boy is
this
a
shit
funny
was
person,
funny.
though. He's a funny dude, though. He funny, bro.
It was funny what he was saying though, man. I was really in the streets. You ain't from Atlanta. I ain't finna let a pussy ass nigga from Britain talk crazy to me. You lame as fuck. Take your pussy ass back to Britain, bitch. Set the fighter, bitch ass nigga. I'll beat the fuck out of you. You's a bitch, nigga. You want to take it to the streets? I'll smoke you. What you talking about, nigga? What?
That nigga should be talking, bro. Like he like a kid that just
Like you can't,
regurgitates
yeah,
shit that he's heard in
exactly.
movies and shit, bro.
That really can't even make you mad if you 21 Savage. You got to look at it, man. What's wrong with dude, bro?
It's like a
Like
parody, bro.
that's it's hilarious, man. And sad, bro.
Dude,
Jesus
crazy.
Christ, man. All right, man. Before we get into some wins and some losses, man, another dish. Jesus, like God, man.
Yeah.
God, jeez.
At
Puff Son. Which one is this? Which son is this?
King Combs.
King Combs. I refuse to believe that's his real name. Puff Son King Combs drops a diss track. AB, does he have a legit gripe or is he just riding this beef wave? Riding the beef wave is crazy.
It is. It's very crazy.
Oh, Jesus.
He addresses the feds raiding his home.
Who was the diss track towards?
People saying no Diddy. So that's Gucci. It's another nigga in Florida that got a song called No Diddy, which is why I will say it is fair for him to be like, hey, man, hey, y'all got enough of that No Diddy shit. Like, y'all got the game fucked up. I can understand that, but you got to go all the way in if you're going to do that, though. Like, he got to say, he's like, man, I'm going to smack the shit out of any nigga that say No Diddy. You got to put names on it.
You better not. You better not. What? You want to talk about a nigga like No Soldier Boy? You want to talk about a nigga like you say? I know for a fact he better not say that shit to Gucci Man, nigga. All that shit we just said about 21 Savage and Soldier Boy aside, nigga. You better, hey, nigga, Gucci will pull up on him. I swear to God, Gucci will today clone Gucci and everything, nigga. Whatever y'all wanted, y'all seen that man at that versus at the goddamn with Jeezy. That nigga did. He had so much enthusiasm rapping about a nigga dead homie while the nigga was sitting right there. Put his bitch ass in the dirt, nigga. Like what?
They
Like
gave
nah,
him life, bro. He was having the time of
nigga.
his life right there.
That nigga was he was exhilarated, nigga. He
Bro.
loved that shit, nigga.
Now that hey, young Combs got to go all the way in. He got to say, "Hey Gucci, say no Diddy again, nigga. I'm gonna smack the shit out." He got to go like that. Like fuck it, the same way 21 Savage and Soldier Boy not gonna be in the same room. Neither is Gucci Mane and fucking King Combs, bro. But I understand his perspective. Niggas talking about his dad. That's his hero. You're like, hey man, stop with that no Diddy shit. Number one, the no Diddy shit's kind of corny. Let's be honest. And
Yeah,
like
no
if you
Diddy shit not. That ain't really it.
it's kind of
That ain't.
corny, bro. Like, let's be real. And if you're making songs about it, now you're being corny adjacent because you're trying to ride the little slang wave that's gonna be here today and gone tomorrow. So it's like now you're trying to be funny, you're trying to cash out on my pop name. Like he not going. That you have. So I'm not mad at the attempt. I listened to it once just to say I heard it. Obviously, I'll never listen to it again. Obviously, it's gonna have zero impact on the rap game. Obviously, I wish he would stop rapping and just do model Sean John or something. Like do anything else besides rapping. Like you don't have to because your pops did that shit. And now him and 50 are getting it because 50's trolling them or whatever. And 50 back on his police work. He done clocked back in on the police badge shit. So
What? You a 50 hater. What are you talking about?
he
Police
did,
work?
he doing that dry snitching shit on social media again. Just like
You
he
talking about
been
him?
doing it. Y'all keep letting slide.
Are you talking about him and Meek?
Yeah, he was
Did
dry
you see
snitching
him
with that shit too.
dry snitching?
He was dry
Stop it,
snitching
bro.
with the Combs dude too though.
What did he say?
Just like nigga pointing out, I think he posted like a story about him and some about the Puff son and some gal. He was like, "Well,
Oh
what about
no.
this though, bro?" It's like, bro, what are you doing?
The
Stop
sexual,
doing
you
police
mean
work, bro.
the history of sexual assault that this guy has against him? What's his name? King Combs. I thought that we had this on here, so this can lead right into it. You seen Meek and 50 going back and forth too?
And me called him the police too. He said, "Niggas know
Oh,
you the feds in New York. That's why they're not talking. That's why they don't say nothing to you."
oh, stop it, bro.
All right,
I don't. Please don't be on the same side of me. Is of
he's the
history as
police that
you
y'all
are, bro.
claim Vlad to be, bro.
No, he's
All I'm
not.
saying.
He's really not, bro. I
All
don't
right,
even see how you make it to the connection. But yeah, I have no thoughts about the King Kong shit. Like he was 1,000,000% just I get his dad as his hero. Having Puff as a hero is crazy. I get it though, it's his dad, but
And they
still.
got raised up off pops, nigga.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. It's his son. I mean, if you want Gucci Man to beat you up for your dad, you know, it's on you, my nigga. It's on you.
Puff
But
blowing
I
up Kid
did.
Cudi cars and shit, nigga. I got niggas that blow up whips, nigga.
That's
Hey.
fair. That's fair. Puff may be the biggest boogeyman other than Kendrick in hip hop. I thought it was interesting that Meek jumped in to defend. I hate calling this nigga Puff's son is what I'm gonna call him.
Christian
I don't even
Combs is
call
his
him Puff.
government
Christian.
name, nigga.
Oh, why you didn't tell me that? Got me calling this nigga King Combs. Calling no nigga King Combs. Like what? But no, Christian, yeah. I found it interesting that Meek jumped in to defend him against 50 Cent because usually no one says anything to 50. They let him
Right.
be the bully. 50 and Meek have been going back and forth on social media. And 50 been saying some wild shit as far as the allegations that are out there about
Oh
Meek. So
yeah,
if y'all missed that, y'all go
I
check that
bet.
out.
I bet he has. He
Oh,
probably got
so
paperwork and everything, dude. He getting that straight from the desk of the goddamn NYPD.
50, I don't understand how you correlate this with police, but you're a Vlad supporter. It's insane.
I'm not a
Like
Vlad
everybody,
supporter.
you're a Vlad supporter 100%.
The
All of this
fuck?
stuff that 50 is saying is out there. Like someone may have missed it, but the police already got the information. Vlad is actively getting niggas indicted. There's a difference in speaking on an indictment
It's
and
not.
causing an indictment. There's
You
two
can't name
different
one
things,
person.
bro.
You can't name
They
one
what?
that's got
They
indicted
what?
off a Vlad interview.
AR Ab went to jail behind a Vlad interview. That nigga got 15 years, didn't he?
Not behind no Vlad interview.
Yeah, I promise you it was.
Trust me, AR was on the road to 15 years of jail, one way or another, dude, with or without
Vlad
Vlad.
just,
Trust
Vlad
me.
just got the paperwork signed. That's it.
Trust me. He was on a one-way ticket to jail, bro. Please.
It's other
You
niggas
guys
too,
gonna be a
man. I
rap
just can't
star,
think of
nigga? Like the fuck?
it's
No,
other
nigga.
niggas too. He got your man's locked up, the Pac nigga. That's 1,000,000% where that shit came
Who?
from.
Oh,
What's the
Kevy
nigga that's
D?
in jail? Yeah, that came from a Vlad interview.
The book came first. The Vlad interview came from the book.
Nobody read that shit, man.
The police did, nigga.
These niggas don't read. Niggas look at Vlad. That's hilarious, man. All right, let's get into some wins and losses, AB, before we get out of here. First, win or a loss. Shaq Diesel is back in the booth dropping a diss song about Shannon Sharp because Shannon said he was jealous of the joke. Is that a win or a loss, AB?
Man, this is the biggest loss we've had in 5 years on win or loss,
Shaq ain't
dude.
going.
Bruh, stop rapping with the man. I guess turning into like a parody of what's really going on, dude. Like this is not CB4. Please stop this
Oh,
shit, dude.
shit.
We're not gonna settle arguments with beef songs now, dude. Like, please fucking stop. Shout out to Shaq. He has a platinum album. He's the only athlete with a platinum album. You can never take that away from him. Bro, stop. That was 45 years ago, bro. Stop, dude. You don't rap no more. Stop.
Could
Please
you
stop with the
imagine?
beef. No more, bro. We
Could you
pleaded with
imagine?
Game last week not to make a song, and he did it anyway. Please, everybody, stop with the beef songs.
Could you imagine in corporate America if motherfuckers start making diss songs about
That's
their
what,
coworkers that they beef with?
that's what I'm saying. But you remember niggas, you
It's
remember they did that? Remember no, Hamburger Helper had a mixtape.
Yeah, I remember that. And it had to be, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? I
And he
think
was
Wendy's
ripping.
may have had
Who was he
something.
beefing with? The
I think it was
hamburger
like
helper dude. Who was I
I can't
remember that
remember.
vaguely covering it, but I don't remember what it was about.
We don't
It was
need that.
Vlad. That was AI. It had to be. Win or a loss. G Herbo calls out fans for asking for pics while he's out with his kids. Is that a win or a loss, AB?
This was a W, but I was surprised at how people took this. I saw this on Instagram and the comments were roasting him. And I was shocked because he was extremely respectful in the way he was speaking. He wasn't angry. He wasn't like yelling through the phone. He was just like, yo, I'm at the airport. I'm holding my kids, literally. Y'all want me to put my kids down so I can take a picture? Which, like, y'all, is like, people are literally asking me this over and over and over again. It's like, yo, respectfully, when I'm not with my kids, I'm down to take 1,000 pictures. Ask away, but when I'm with my kids, bro, don't ask me for no pictures. So this came from this was prompted from people doing it. It's not like he just woke up one day and was like, you know what, I'm finna go to the airport and complain about people doing something that they don't even do. No, it came from something. And it's foul. Don't ask for no pictures of nigga holding their kids. You don't take a picture with their kids, dude? Like, really? Like, come on, bro.
The
Stop.
commenters must have been like me, and they wondered G Herbo should probably be happy that people are asking to take pictures with him. Is that what a lot of the comments were?
No, that's hating.
That's
They were saying that come with the fame, you
so,
just gotta come, you gotta take that. And he's like, nigga, and that which I disagree with. You just can't throw it everything on because of fame. Like, no, nigga. I want you to rap right here in front of me, nigga. You're famous. Remember? Like, no, no,
well, yeah, that's not fair. But
nah. I'm not on the clock. I'm actually off the clock,
it's
technically.
yeah, I guess, man. I think it's a W because there was a day when a rapper on the level of G Herbo, like no one would even know who he was to ask him for pictures. Since we do have the exposure of social media and he had high profile relationships, a lot of that is a tribute to that, not rap. So yeah, I mean, it's part of the fame. Like I get it. I get him being frustrated, but he should know speaking out is just gonna make people double down. Like no one cares, bro. Like, those are rich
Mm.
people. Those are rich people problems, man. These people, like you just made, you making these people day, they life. They ain't got a lot to like. Nigga want to, a nigga asking G Herbo for a picture and expecting him to put his kid now ain't got a lot to live for. It's probably one of the biggest moments of their life. So I get it, to be honest with you.
The
I
biggest
get it,
moment of
but I
your
feel
life is a G Herbo picture,
and
bro. That's
that's what I'm saying.
insane.
That's what I'm saying. Those are the people. Those got to be the people that are asking him for pictures. Because otherwise, yeah, I would see G Herbo with his kid in the airport. Blah, look at G Herbo back in my phone, bro. Like, oh,
Facts.
the fuck. But yeah, so I could understand the backlash too. But I get what he's saying.
When last time you took a
When
picture with a rapper though?
man, when we was going to Revolt, that was how the
Took a
last
picture with
time we went
David
to
Banner.
Revolt.
That's equal to G Herbo that we keep in the book.
Stop it, bro. Oh, people know David better than G Herbo. That's funny, but that's definitely not true. Yeah, that was the last time. What year was that? Like
Man,
2017?
16, 17?
Yeah, so it's been at least five
That's
years.
equal, bro.
Stop it. Would you do that now? Is there a
Yeah.
rapper that you would have to get a picture with? Like off the
Have
top of your
to.
head.
It had to be a big dog.
Like who?
Like Drake, Jay, like a big dog. Like it's people
You
I
would
fuck
ask
with
Drake
though.
to take a picture with you?
What I who?
My mom got a picture with Drake.
Nah, that's hard.
Yeah.
It's a legendary picture right there, nigga. Let's go.
Yeah, because my mom did it, nigga. Stop it.
That's a fact. I'm trying to
All
think
right,
though. Yeah,
man.
probably I would. Cause I'm a fan. Yeah, I tell you, I take that back. It ain't gotta be legendary. If I was out somewhere and I seen Larry June, like I'm probably listening to him the most right now.
Mhm.
I would take a picture with Larry June for sure.
You wouldn't like ask him though. You wouldn't be like,
It'd have to like,
if it would have to be a photo opportunity. Like
yeah,
you
that's
were
what I
getting an
mean.
album signed or you were buying some
Facts.
merch and like you wouldn't just walk up to the nigga and be like, man, let's take a picture together. You wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
now I don't know if I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I go to one of them signings though, for sure.
Yeah, tough. Definitely. All right, last winner or loss, Gunna, your man's, is launching a new clothing brand called Simply. Well, not Simply, but P, like pushing P. Win or loss.
I don't know about rapper clothing lines in 2024. Maybe he's trying to
That's a
bring it
rapper.
back
Somebody robbing
off
him.
the dome. I can't tell you the last successful one because niggas just do merch now. So,
Don't Push a T got that clothing line?
will play clothes?
Is that over? Am I am I is Como de Garcon a rapper's clothing line? It's
Nah.
not. Okay.
Uh-uh.
Damn.
Hell no. Like
I don't
like
know how
rapper
I thought
clothing
that
lines they've just evolved into just dope ass
merch.
merch, like
Yeah.
for a project or a tour. You know what I'm saying? Like, speaking of, Larry June's got a nice line, that Midnight Organic. That shit kind of fly.
Hmm.
But even that gives merch vibes. So it's like launching a clothing brand. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. That might be a waste.
Gunna a fairly stylish nigga. If it's different, he can make it work.
I mean, that's
Like if it's
possible.
different and stylish, because he's like into fashion. Up from what I understand, I could
Yeah,
see it working. And I mean, people fuck with him. He need other ways to make money. I'm sure Young Thug taking all of this shit that's coming out right now.
that's a fact. 360
All that
going
going to the
crazy,
trial.
man.
Nigga, come on with all of that. You snitch too? Come on with all of that,
Oh
boy.
my God.
They probably ain't even signing his checks. They just directing them right over the thug. Nigga rapping for free right now. Who you got
Um,
on deck of the week?
on deck of the week, man. Shout out to the great comments last week. R. Houston 3. Spike speaking the truth on this one. Can't Tusi slide your way out of this one? That's a terrible comment.
Yeah, nigga.
D. Williams 325. AB bugging .1. Not a blowout, but not close. That's a terrible comment, D. Williams. Come on, guys.
Yes.
D. Free 16 216. Drake lost, no question. These are terrible. This is the worst comment section I've ever seen. I'm be
Oh,
honest.
this is how America feels, my nigga.
That's
You need to
cap.
move to Canada if you think differently.
Shout out to Double Up Roll. Hope them OVO checks is nice. AB. Nah, this is just truth. The truth is free.
It's stand them. That's all it is.
The truth is free, guys. Nah, appreciate the comments, man. Salute to y'all. People responded well to us being in studio, man. We might need to have to pop up
Yeah,
in them
man.
more often.
Might start doing that a little bit more, man. Maybe we can get some live going or something while we there. But we gonna tap into that. We know y'all liked it, so we'll make sure that we stay abreast and continue to do that. One question before we leave, AB. Baca got a weird case.
Oh
Why
my
is that nigga
God.
around?
Oh.
What you got to put us on?
Going to the movies, guys. If you were concerned about this latest Planet of the Apes, I know we're getting into part 4s and 5s and 6s. You might have heard they're going to do 9 total. I know it's scary. That doesn't sound attractive. You can rest well, rest easy. Go ahead and order your ticket on your AMC apps because that motherfucker was flames. I was scared. I was skeptical because the trailer really didn't move me like that. They didn't really give a lot of details in the trailer, and I'm thankful for that. But it didn't have me excited. I was 10 minutes in, I was bought in. I might as well have been one of them fucking ape motherfuckers walking through there, dude. Like I was bought in, bro. Like that shit was dope. It reminded me of Avatar. You remember when you remember the first Avatar and you
Putting you in
first
the
seen that?
world, yeah, all of
And
that
this shit
stuff.
just
Yeah,
went blue, and
visual.
you like, oh, okay, this the whirlwind. Okay, I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I felt. Like it's mostly apes. It's like 85% apes in there, dude. So like I was like, I thought that shit was gonna be whack. I'm gonna keep it a buck, but that shit was fire.
Yeah,
Definitely
I went to
recommend that. What you got?
I went to go see it this weekend too. It was definitely good. Check out the review we did on frames per second on there. Um, very entertaining. I was very thoroughly entertained with this movie. So y'all should definitely go see it if you liked any one of the other ones, you will like this
Ah,
one.
you'll fuck with this one. Yeah, for sure. They
Absolutely.
haven't missed, in my opinion.
Uh-uh. Again, check out the review we did on frames per second. Mine is on TV. It's a comedy on HBO called Hacks,
That's
Hacks,
that
Hacks.
shit.
I I didn't know if you was on it, but I know a lot of people are sleeping on it. That
That shit
shit is
funny.
fire,
Yeah.
funny as hell.
The new
It's
season just
about
started.
the new season 3 just came out, which is why I mentioned it. Real quick binge if you haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they like 30-minute episodes. Again, it's
Yeah.
comedy, so it's not too heavy, but it's funny comedy,
Yeah.
like real funny. So make sure y'all go check that out. It's Hacks on HBO.
It's very well written. The
Well
comedy,
written.
the jokes should be real witty. They be roasting each other on
Facts.
them.
Facts. The older lady and the younger girl, both of them
They
are funny.
man, they funny on there. That's a funny ass show. I watched some of those on a flight, and
Mhm.
then like you said, it's a real easy watch, dude.
It's one of those that you wouldn't like. I don't even know what made me start watching it. And I just like again watched it one that was like, it's funny, slick. Just
Yeah.
ran through a whole season. I caught it. I was able to binge season 1 and then caught season 2 when it premiered and watch it week to week when it came out. But yeah, 100%.
It reminded me of Veep. Like I felt like Veep was a sleeper.
Like a
Like that
comedy
shit is
version of
ridiculously funny, dog.
Facts. Veep, one of the funniest shows ever in the history of mankind.
That's just hilarious.
The the dynamic between her and Gary is like
Yeah, it's classic.
that may be one of the funniest relationships ever on TV.
That's just so goddamn
Like
funny.
hands fucking down. Damn, it's I'm
And the last season was dope and everything.
yeah, all of it. She a funny ass like.
For sure.
All right,
Hey,
man.
Another episode in the books, guys. We appreciate y'all hanging out. YouTube.com/OnDeckTV show. Let us know, man, what y'all think of Ja Rule breaking sports down like rap. And of course, who has the better discography, the game or Rick Ross? Leave comments, all that good shit. At On Deck TV show is the IG. Anything else before we get out of here?
That's it, man. We appreciate y'all joining us, and we are out.
Yes, sir.